Hey lovely people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, as promised in my last video, I was gonna show you how it is that I did my friend's hair. Now ladies, especially my black ladies, one thing you're going to want to do before you come to Japan is to learn how to do your hair. Or, well, there are lots of women here like myself who knows how to do hair really well, but they may not be in your city. You're gonna want to walk with your hair products, because Japanese hair products, especially if you are 4C, it will not work, honey. Now in this video, I am showing my friend Naomi exactly how it is that she can take care of her locks. So I'm walking through the steps, like the ingredients that she's gonna need, how it is that she can prepare her oils for her hair, and then I'm gonna show her exactly how it is that she can retwist her own locks by herself. I'm also gonna walk her through the steps of how it is that she can cleanse the hair, and what each oil is for, and what everything is for, and the do's and don'ts that she should follow, and then, you know, teach her so that she may be able to do it on her own by herself. Now this is something that I am passionate about. You know, your girl, you know, just Jamaicans, you know, we have to do a little side also. You know what I mean? But anyways, I hope you guys like the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Am I filming? How do I know if I'm filming? I'm not filming.
Well, you're filming now.
I'm filming now. So, how do you know what you know about dreadlocks?
I've had locks for 8 years. I don't have it now because I'm in the process of undoing my locks. So, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna mess with my hair. So I just started undoing mine. Oh, the oil. So the oil is now. So you don't need it to be boiling. You just need it to be hot, like, so that everything combines together. So because I no longer have locks, what I would do is I add shea butter to this mixture. So I use the same mixture for myself and I add shea butter to it. But shea butter is not for locks because it's like a heavy butter, and the heavy butter is not meant for locks. So this is it. And so you'll keep this oil. If you have one of those bottles with the straight nozzle, then it's easier for the application. Like, you could just part your hair and then just apply it. Like once your hair is washed and all of that, then you can apply this to it, right? You don't need anything else except this, and this is what's inside of it. Jamaican black castor oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, some drops of tea tree oil, and coconut oil. And whenever your hair is not being washed, like you need your hair to be moisturized, rose water. Because regular water does absolutely nothing for locks, because it will just sit on top of the hair, and then when you add the oil and water do not mix. So the rose water is what you just spritz it in, it moisturizes, and then it allows for better penetration of the oils into your hair, right? So rose water, not regular water, for added moisture.
And it does not go into this oil mixture.
No, it doesn't go into the oil mixture. This is just for like during the week and your hair feels a little bit dry and you want your hair to be moisturized. You add this, like, you just not wet, like a few spritz just to add that extra moisture to your hair, and then you take your oil mixture in your little nozzle bottle and then you add it to the scalp. But I'm gonna show you guys how to treat the hair like once a year with apple cider vinegar, and this is baking soda. I have a big bag of baking soda, so I just threw some out. So this is baking soda, and I'm gonna mix it with the apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to treat Naomi's hair. So this should only be done once a year because this is clarifying, or it's a deep cleanse, which means if you have any embedded or deep-seated like dirt, because as locks, you know, it picks up a lot of things wherever you go, whatever you lay on, wind blows things into your hair and then it stays there. And for some people, after a while, their hair just becomes heavy. Naturally your hair will become heavy as it gets longer, but for some people it's just built up dirt and gunk. So, and it makes your hair red too, like it actually changes the color of your hair. So this, because it's very heavy, like it can be damaging to the hair if you do it more than once a year. So once a year is good, and then that's it. So,
and in the mixture of oil, do the concentrations of the different oils matter?
you know, we black people, we don't measure anything. You just pour until you hear a voice say, pour no more, my child. But for the tea tree oil, because the tea tree oil is concentrated, you do not want to put a lot of the tea tree oil in your hair. The tea tree oil is mostly for antibacterial purposes, and for people like who have like issues with their scalp, like itchy scalp, this really helps because it keeps your scalp nice and cool, and it helps a lot with dandruff as well. So a few drops and you're good to go. And it's really nice. It gives us a really nice smell. If you don't have tea tree oil, you could use peppermint oil as well. That works as well. But I usually use it because I use it for my mixture now, even though I only have like this amount of lots left to undo. I still use my tea tree oil because I really like the cooling effect on my scalp. And Japanese water is really harsh too, so it helps to kind of give you that nice soothing feeling after you've done doing what we do best with our hair. All right.
Scene.
So, first things first, I'm gonna pour some baking soda inside of this. Yeah. Can't be bothered. So this is baking soda. Just raw baking soda. Then you're gonna want to catch this and some apple cider vinegar. So this has a mother. Ready. It's magic. Okay, so this is the first wash, and as you can see, the water is a little bit murky, like not dirty, just yeah, some of the buildup is coming out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse her hair, and then I'm gonna do another rinse. All right. So this is the after effect of the cleanse, and now we're gonna just rinse her hair thoroughly of the baking soda and the vinegar so that all of this concoction can be rinsed away. So her hair is all done, right? I'm just gonna see if I can dry it out. How does her hair feel? Does it feel like?
It feels soft. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So because we did the clarifying, like a cleanse, like the full cleanse, what's gonna happen is that your hair now becomes a little bit dry. Like it's drier now than it was before.
Okay.
And let me bring the camera a little bit closer so you can see. So it's a little bit drier, and so what you want to do is on damp, not wet hair, you're going to add your oil. Usually the ideal is to have like a nozzle, a spray bottle with a nozzle, so it's easier to go on the scalp. She's going to get one after, so that I showed her how to prepare the oil, so that in the future she's gonna have her oils. All right, so I'm just gonna dip my finger in it and add it to the scalp. Some hair. You. Before. Can you hold your head up?
When I used to have really long dreadlocks, they were the only hairbands I could use because my hair was too thick. So now I've cut it, so
it's easier to handle. Okay. So your hair is still a bit damp.
Okay.
So let me just put this here. Put your hair up. And one, and like I said before, guys, the cleanse with the apple cider vinegar is only done once a year.
Well, I have a comb if you want as well. I know comb.
I never use combs.
Really? Okay.
Even in my own hair, the only time that I use combs is if I am separating like if I need to make a straight part.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna as I go along, I'm just gonna dip my hand in the oil a little and add a little oil where needed. So this, I hope you guys can see. So this is one lock strand, and for me, I already added a little oil to my hand, and I'm just gonna do this, palm roll, and I'm gonna use one of these clips and secure it. Can you open this?
So what's the ideal distance between twists?
What do you mean?
So how often should one be aiming to twist their hair?
Usually it's 6 to 8 weeks for some people, and for others, I told you earlier that dreads are not sister locks. So dreads generally they look more unkempt than sister locks.
Okay.
But for some people, they do their what we call tightening 3 times a year. So they do it like every 4 months. Some people do it twice a year, every 6 months.
How do you know if you're the latter, the former? How do you know how often you should be twisting your hair?
It's up to you.
Really?
But ideally, your hair should not be twisted less than 4 weeks after it's been done. because you need to give your roots a chance to grow out.
Okay.
And the more the closer together your retwists are, the more pressure you put on your new growth, and that's where a lot of people start seeing thinning.
So it's fine for me to leave my dreads become, you know.
Yeah, it's fine to just leave it alone.
Okay.
Just leave it alone.
Okay.
It's supposed to be free form. And allow it to form on its own.
And you can wash them in between with no issue.
You wash in between, no issue. Another thing too is silk.
Okay.
You're gonna want to sleep on some silk pillowcases, because whether you have locks or not, natural hair, if you sleep on cotton, right, it's gonna absorb the oils that's in your hair. The silk, there's less absorption and it's easier and more gentle on your scalp, on your hair, and it's less breakage. Because contrary to popular beliefs, locks do shed hair. So you're gonna want to get something silky to wrap your hair in. So the heavy oils and stuff is a definite no-no.
Okay. Heavy oils?
Yeah. So like the shea butter is a definite no. And some more oils in my hand. So currently, this is what it looks like. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like halfway through. How long has it been since you've had your last retwist?
It's been a few weeks, but
this is a few weeks of growth.
But I have not been twisting them well. I rushed through it and I didn't pay that much attention to it. I was like at the end of
because this is ideally what you want to come into the salon with, or want to go to your hairdresser
I've
with.
been really bad at doing it alone because I haven't been using oils and I haven't been using like any sort of.
You haven't been doing anything to it, basically.
Yeah, so it was twisting it, but I don't think I was doing anything because I twisted it.
So was it like dry? And
yeah, they've been dry, yeah.
And brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think my past few twists have not been actually twisting anything. I think I twist them, and I wasn't even using clips. So I think I twist them and then they would kind of hold, but I think after the next couple of days they were undoing. So what you're looking at probably seems like someone who hasn't twisted in months.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
But I have attempted to, which is why I knew I needed to do something, because I could feel that something wasn't right.
I get you.
It's a bit of a curveball answer.
But yeah, just do what I tell you to do with the oils and with the rose water as the moisturizer, and the oil mixture. Do the oil mixture I gave you, and like you could oil your hair once a week because it's coming down to winter, and so the air is much more drier. So the weather is much harsher on your hair. So I'd tell you to do that one.
Okay.
Once a week, moisturize and oil. And for you, if you don't sweat in your head and stuff, then you can wash your hair every month.
Okay. I've been aiming for like 3-ish weeks.
You could also do a hot oil treatment.
Okay.
On your scalp. So the same oils that I showed you before you wash your hair, you could put the oil in the same pot, put the boil the water, then put the oil inside of it for it to heat up, and then you're gonna use that, cover your hair with a plastic bag or a if you don't have a heat cap, so just put the plastic bag over your hair. And then just go about your business for the day. Usually it's on a day when you're not going anywhere for a couple hours, so that it starts to build heat and steam. And then you wash your hair as normal, and then you add back the same oils in, and then you're good to go.
Okay. How often should you be doing hot oil treatment?
You could do it every time you wash your hair.
Okay.
But it's a hassle for some people. It's a hassle for some people. but yeah.
Does my hair look like it's been mistreated at all? Does it seem drier or thinner or uneven?
Well,
or...
it's my first time doing your hair, but from what I'm seeing, you have a healthy head of hair.
Okay.
That's much.
Okay.
But I've seen like this is a lot. This is a lot of like growth.
Okay.
Like untwisted growth.
Okay. That's kind of reassuring. I was concerned that I would like walk into a salon and be like, oh no, what have you done?
Yeah, your roots are a little bit thin.
Okay.
Like it's thinner on the roots than it is on the ends.
Okay.
Utilize the castor oil as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. To kind of get your scalp, your roots thicker. Alright, so we are on the last lap, so I only have this left. So I'm going to show you the front. So like I said before, all I do is I just separate with my hands, nothing else, and put some oil in my palm, the same oil mixture that I have, and then I just grab the hair and the twist and clip. Once more, separate, grab the hair, twist, 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 and secure. So it's just separate, twist, twist, and secure. And then I just twist this like so. And voila, we are finished.
Yay!
Okay, so I'm gonna show them what it's like tomorrow. Okay, so today is day 2, or the next morning, that is, after the retwist and you know, sleeping. Alright, so she's wearing a cotton head wrap, but I told her that she's gonna have to invest in a silk wrap. So this is mine. I slept in last night because what it does is the cotton soaks up a lot of the moisture that you put into your hair, and it rubs against the shaft of your hair, so it's generally not good for our hair kind. So it's best to get like a silk wrap or something like this, like a handkerchief or something that you could tie your hair with in the nighttime. Alright, so she slept in her pins. Ooh, They're still very, very neat, and they kept throughout the night. So I'm just gonna remove them. I'll come a little bit closer. Just here. And shoot. Damn, that looks nice. Just gonna remove the pins. Yeah, that's it. Now you can style your hair. How would you normally wear your hair?
I don't, we just wear it down.
You just wear it down, right? Alright. If just wearing it down suits you, then that's fine. But yeah, so you're good to go. Ta-da! So this is the after. Alright, so let me do a 3 now.
Okay.
So, do you think you are equipped to do this by yourself?
Do what by myself? Oh, the hair? Yes, I've been given a lot of good advice. Making sure I moisturize, making sure I twist and keep them in the same direction that I'm twisted, clip them, sleep with satin, or like silk. So I think I'm good to go. So
and the rose water.
And the rose water for when they're feeling dry. Because water does nothing.
Yes, water does nothing for your locks, that is. Alright, so this is the finished product. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Oh, please remember to like and to subscribe. All right.